Hello truckers, welcome back to American Truck Simulator with realistic economy. Just waking up, getting the engine up and running. It's probably not even really that warm yet, but the gauges say it is. Looks like Sydney's ready to go. We are just about on the border of Arizona and New Mexico. We're still in New Mexico, not far from Arizona. Yeah, we're going to Holbrook this morning. Should be like about a couple more hours. I think it's maybe like 120 some odd miles we need. Kind of hard to see. Nope, mirrors tell me we're all clear, so we're just barging out there. Alright, I kind of forgot. What's the weight we got? 40,000 pounds, I do believe, of gasoline. Yes, it is. And we're going to get paid $5,500. The good thing is, we woke up this morning and we have over $100,000 in the bank account, which is very nice. And with the money we're bringing in, and I'm sure our drivers will bring a little bit extra cash today, even with our loan payment around 11 a.m. of $6,000, we should end the day over 100 grand, which is very nice. Very, very nice. Trying, of course, collect up that money before the new update comes out. We're getting more information on it, which I just saw yesterday. I'm recording this. It's the Thursday before this video goes out. They're doing, I guess we're going to have a couple more special transport areas that we can bring cargo to and from. So that'll be kind of interesting. I think they're reworking on adding, I don't know what they said, something about the transports might be adding some there. I read it twice. They said a new team, I don't know, special transports, something like that's coming along. I did see for ATS, it was like Truckee to Oakland, I do believe, is a new route that'll be available to us. So I don't mind doing special transport jobs, but for what I'm doing here, it takes up a lot of my day because it's like 2 hours to load, 2 hours to unload. That's 4 of my 11 hours. Hello, Arizona. How you doing? The good old tumbleweeds. I remember the tumbleweeds the first time I saw them in California near... begins with a B. It's not... yep, don't remember the name of the city. But I remember the first time I saw them, I did not know when I saw them, like, what happens if you run into them? And, well, of course, nothing happens when you run into them. They're fine. You're in a big truck, and that's a tumbleweed, so don't worry about it. So, yeah, trying to save up the cash for the gas cistern tankers that are coming out. I had a quick look at our company before I started recording, just to remind myself. I'm going to have to pull into this weigh station. Arizona doesn't like me. No, they gave me the green light. Well, thank you. Yeah, I kind of forgot that we did upgrade a garage, so we have 2 open bays ready. But of course, I'd rather get the gas cistern first before we get ourselves another truck, another driver. Actually, we don't need that much more money to get ourselves another truck, another driver. But I'm going to go with the tanker first, just because. And I found out our trailers are in Denver and Alamosa. No, that's probably wrong. Denver for sure. I kind of forgot. I can't remember now if Alamosa is where our trailer is, or is that the garage I upgraded and I got the 2 free bays. It could be both. It could be that Alamosa has a trailer and the 2 free bays. I just saw it like 3 minutes ago and I already forgot. But anywho, yeah, we need to get this delivered. 60 more miles to go, so not too far. And we'll drop this off. When I get to Holbrook, we are going to Chevron. Well, that makes some sense. And where we go from there, well, I guess all determines what Holbrook has to offer. At least being back on the SCS maps, we can take a regular freight job, or if I don't find anything to my liking, external. We'll do an external contract. Just that if we do an external contract, I gotta finish it today, because that's done by real time and not by in-game time. I did notice though when I started the truck and started recording that I think one of my drivers returned back empty. I'd like to have a talk with him. I think all of my drivers should be capable enough of, when they get to a city, I mean, they should have a star and everything. So to not be able to grab anything, I got questions. All right, so like a right, left, right kind of a thing. I know it says right, left, right, but I'm just going to make one turn. I'm not going to make two. If I was going for trying to cover the whole map, which I think that was a Steam achievement on Euro Truck Simulator 2, get the whole map 100% covered. And in the beginning, I tried doing that, but I kept getting the DLCs when they were coming out. I stopped ETS 2 when ATS came out, so I had whatever was available, so I was never going to get 100% covered. And I doubt I'll ever get 100% covered on this one. I don't drive that much. With a coast-to-coast map, I think we got, what, 30% covered? Which is still pretty decent. Although when I was looking at the map before recording again, I was trying to remind myself where Truckee and Oakland, how far apart they were for the special transport. And that's when I was looking at California and the West Coast. It's like, I really haven't driven much on the West Coast on this series, it seems like. So when we get to Holbrook, I may be looking to go to California and just go up like the West Coast. Because obviously, it could be because of the rework as well. So even though I may have been on the roads, if they move the position of the roads on the map, it doesn't count you as actually being there, even though we may have taken the road before. So, but yeah, the West Coast looks not a lot of yellow on the map compared to what we got in Colorado, Wyoming, Montana, Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, Nevada, California, Washington, Oregon, even a little bit of Idaho. Yeah, they're like half covered, it seems like. All right, so we're only 11 miles out. That winter mod was nice. I know I've said it now. This is like the third episode of the spring mod. But actually starting at 6 a.m. and, you know, having raw daylight is awfully nice. 35. I need to slow down a little bit more. Apparently I haven't been here. But now we have. Looks like a newly paved road going through here. But I gotta remember, I am, it wasn't that long ago I activated the mod for real roads or something like that. So it's supposed to add different texture looking to the road, which is supposed to help with the concrete roads with the white lines on it. I do hear the train. I'm pretty sure my trailer is out of the lane back there, right, Cindy? No, she's too busy looking at the scenery. Alright, so Chevron is just right here around the corner, apparently. Somewhere. Okay, down the road a little bit, I assume. Oh, am I delivering right to the gas station? I gotcha. Okay, it's one of those kind of things. I do like that. Let's hopefully no one comes up behind me right away. Feel like I'm very rusty, but this is going rather well. But then again, this is like an easy parking job here. Alright, parking brake, turn off the engine, and decouple, please. Give us that $5,500. That was a long ride from Corpus Christi. Took us about a day and a half to get here, in a sense. Oh, I leveled up. Well, fuel economy, of course, the only thing we can pump into is we're going to save another 5% on fuel. So I guess we'll apply it to that. Job market. Let's see what the basic market has to begin with. Like I said, probably going to California IA is what I might want to do here. Of course, high-paying jobs are always wonderful. Utah, New Mexico, that's going back to where we came from. Moab is just up the road. Finishing today with a load, I guess I should look at that. So, let's see, I got 8 hours left on my clock. There's one to Washington, and that is paying $3.71 per mile, which is not that bad. Alright, needs to be there by Friday at 1 o'clock. 22 hours. So that's 2 days of driving. So in sense, I could be there Friday morning by 10. So that is getting it kind of close. If anything goes wrong, like a detour or something, I'm kind of in trouble. But I'm kind of looking at that one right there. Unless there's one to Bangor, Maine. There's one to Reading, but that's only paying $2.67 a mile. I'm thinking we take that one. 41,000 pounds though, kind of heavy. But let's get on the road with we'll go, and that way at least up here, once we get to Colville, I could always loop around and come down the coast and figure it out from there. But we're going to Kraft Heinz. I don't know how far away we are from it. Well, it's okay. I'm probably have to drive maybe an hour or so to get there. Yeah, we are here and it's there, even though it's the same city. But it's in the direction we need to go anyways. Offer expires in 12 hours. Okay, we got time to get there. Enough chit-chat. Let's get on the road, shall we? $60 miles, so I was kind of close with how long it's going to take me to get there. And I need to get into the right lane. Looks like I'm taking the I-40 apparently. Boy, the way that bus stop, I'm glad there's no kids in there. They'll be kissing the seat in front of them. I was trying to read that billboard back there. Boy meets girl, girl moves in. IKEA. Okay. JBT Transport. Yeah, I would still love to see them put into the game when you're taking a job. You know, all the job details are there. But how about a little bit of details saying you're roughly, for us, would have been like 60 some odd miles or an hour and 15 minutes away from your pickup point. So we should be able to make up a little bit of time, I would assume, on that driving time. But like I said, if we get stuck behind slow traffic on a side road somewhere and it stalls us, you know, that's going to be a little bit rough. Also, I didn't take into consideration sometimes, like we know, for a rest area, if I find one that I can't make, so I got to take an earlier rest area, I could be ending my day earlier, or I could be ending my day later, as planned. least we get to go through our what we have to consider our home state, Utah, because we started right in Salt Lake City, kind of like right in the middle of all the states that SCS have released. And again, the reason why I haven't upgraded the Salt Lake City garage, our original garage, is because basically to upgrade it, it's like the cost of a new garage. So by upgrading the tiny garage, I'm only going to get 2 more spots. For the same amount of money, I might as well just buy another garage where I'll get 3 spots. That's a couple more RPMs than I wanted to do. So I'm guessing a lot of the roads we'll be taking will be interstate. And I may, like usual, push the limits of the speed limit a little bit in some cases. Just to make up some time. That's a kind of interesting way to get in here. So dirt road to pavement. Are we going back to a dirt road? Yes, we are. Is there more than one way in here? It looks like there might be. So when we leave, we might be going straight out, which would be a little bit better for us, I think. Although this dirt road is not like a construction site or a quarry. I am doing 35 miles an hour on it. It's not that bad. So I actually came back out to a road. Sorry, sir, we gave your load to someone else. Yeah, you better not have. Reservoir tank, yes. Take job. And, yep, right above us. Right above us. Right in front of us. Right above us. That'd be not a great situation. Well, my backing up skills seem to be alright this morning. Of course, dropping off the gas tanker, that was like a very easy delivery. Wait a minute, I can't go out that way? All right, I suppose not. So, yeah, let's have a look at the route for today anyways. I mean, can I make it to Salt Lake City? That'd be kind of interesting if I make it to Salt Lake City. I can stay right in our own garage. I can't fuel up there because, well, we don't. It's a one-car town there, right? So we don't have a gas tanker to fuel up from. All right, I'll take these side roads here. Take it kind of easy. We don't have a low boy on there, so I'm not going to worry too much about getting any trailer damage. There were gates on this road here, so should be no traffic. Famous last words, and a car comes and ghosting on through a gate. wonder if Heinz Craft saw me leave and like, where's that guy going? He's taking dirt roads. So about, what, an hour and a half before I really get on the road with the load. And yes, that was a full stop. Kind of went in the oncoming lane there for a second, but it all worked out. So I think I had about an hour and a half extra on my trip, and I've already kind of wasted that by coming getting the load. That's the start loan payment. Relax. We're all set. But we're still just barely over 100,000. I would like to be up to 150,000 when it comes time to buy the new trailer, but I don't think that's going to happen. Although we've had days before where we made 20, 25,000. All right, speed limit 65. I think we can get away with 68. I can actually get up to about 72. 72 would, I think, put me over the 10% mark. Well, we'll see if we get there on time on Friday. Ideally, I would like to get down to about 900 miles today. So we got 1217 to go. Actually, no, I probably would like to get down to 825. That'd be good. If we can do that. On a really decent day, we can do about 700 miles. So if I get down to 825, that'll leave me 125 miles for the last day, Friday. So yeah, we're shooting for like 850, somewhere in there. And this kind of stuff is what we don't need to be running into when you're on a tight schedule. You ever feel like when you go through a zone like this and you want to get through a stoplight, that the person up front just hates everyone behind them, and they drive just, you feel like they're driving intentionally slow so you get the red light? Kind of felt like that right there just for a moment. When we started rolling, then everyone's kind of almost came to a stop. So, the kind of path I think we're going to be taking here is, as we all know, we'll buy a gas tanker when the new patch comes out. And I'm guessing that's not too far off. And then after that, we will be buying a truck and getting ourselves another driver. But the new truck will be for us, and this truck will go to wherever our driver is going to be. So, yeah, we'll be switching out trucks. We'll give our truck to them. I'll change the paint job just to a regular one for them. That of course means that we won't get no trade-in value, but really trade-in values in this game are kind of like in real life. You know, we lose quite a bit on a trade-in value. I mean, we traded in these trucks with like 10,000 miles on them, and we don't get the value back on them at all. And I don't think it's going to take us that long to, after we buy the trailer, to get back up to what these trucks go for. Like what, a decent truck that we always try to build is like 180. A super truck, modded truck that I've built can be up to 250. So we shall see. But as long as the driver's like Astrid brings in like $3,600, you know, we'll get there relatively quickly. I had to scroll through my playlist about a day or two ago on ATS and just try to remember what some of the trucks I was driving looked like. Yeah, I kind of forgot about our first truck, the Volvo, which was probably as basic as it almost got. I believe that truck is in our fleet, and of course someone is driving that wonderful rig. Actually, I should probably look on our truck list, and I can probably just see the details of that truck and see how many miles have been put onto it. Don't know how many miles would be on it. I mean, like on this truck here, gotta look down on my keyboard for a second. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We got 14,500 miles on it. Was that truck in front of me brake checking me because he knew I was going to check my odometer? Of course, all the trucks are going to go the way we're going, right? No direction light from the trucker in front of me. Yeah, now he puts it on. I think he was waiting to see which way I was going. We'll do a rolling stop here. I mean, the game really knows where I'm going anyways. Well, it knows where the GPS says I should go. You going to turn left? No? Okay. I think the other trucker did. I do see that there's a truck stop, a weigh station up ahead where that trucker was going. So not for us. Oh, we're entering Utah. Well, Utah loves me because we're from here. We got Utah plates, so any weigh stations should give us a green light, right? That's how it works? I'm guessing not, but... Alright, so it's 1 o'clock. We got 4 hours technically on our clock. If I do 60 miles an hour, that's 240. Yeah, we're not going to get down to the 800, 850 I was kind of hoping for. And that's if I do 60 miles per hour, and if we can drive until 5 o'clock, which we'll find out here in a little while. Always, every time I reach down for that Jake brake or engine brake, I get a little bit nervous. Only because it's between two of the buttons I don't want to hit while I'm driving, so... Probably should remap my keys, but the problem is, as you know, when you play a game long enough, you get muscle memory of where to go and hit certain keys. So if I were to remap my keys on that... on my shifter, it would take me a while to remember that, oh yeah, that key's not there anymore, that key is now there. I've always told myself, when you start playing a new game in the beginning, if you don't like where the keys are, remap them early on in the game, because the longer you play a game and you try to remap the keys later on, you'll just screw yourself up. So right now, my only goal is to get down below 900 miles left on the trip and try to make up the mileage tomorrow. Like I said, it doesn't help when we get on a single lane road, a side road, and you get stuck behind something that it's just going to drive you nuts. We're doing about 20 some odd miles an hour under the speed limit. Maybe now he's going downhill. You'll feel a little bit better going a little bit faster, letting gravity do its thing. Just enjoying the scenery as we drive around. The way that they have, I've talked about this many episodes ago, but the way they have always gone into and put detail into the map itself, the amount of time it must take to make sure that, you know, there are no open spots that, I mean, we've seen it on the coast-to-coast map because that map is so huge. Sometimes you don't see some things in certain places where it should be. And that's not putting the coast-to-coast modded people in a bad... I'm not trying to put them in a bad way, just that there's a lot of area to cover, and it takes a lot of time to do that kind of stuff. And I will say, you tell the modders from coast to coast, like you give them the pinpoint location, like, look, I found this problem here. They pretty much get right on it, and they'll be fixing the next patch usually. Let me sneak in here, please. Thank you. That bus almost got me a ticket. I just saw I wasn't looking at the lights. The bus next to me just turned right. I saw it moving forward. I'm like, oh, all right, let's go. I just happened to look up, and I'm like, wait a minute. There's cars going through the intersection in the opposite direction. We don't have a green light. And, of course, just as soon as we get rid of the bus, we get a tanker in front of us. Alright, car, I'm going to let you go in front of me. I'm going to try to be the nice guy here. This lane does narrow down. You going to go, or... And that's another thing. From a lot of times I may complain about AI traffic in this game. It's done pretty decently, honestly. Of course, as like any game, as games advance and technology advances, we find better ways. I'm pretty sure a lot of you that watch this series probably play Farming Simulator as well, and we know how the AI traffic in that game handles itself. 3:15 in the afternoon. I haven't checked. So I got 2 hours left on the clock. I mean, anything. I mean, we're taking a state road. I mean, this is not 2 hours, is it? I don't think this is going to be 2 hours. That's only an hour and 4. Can I get up? Ooh. Can I get up to... I think that's a garage. Can I get up to there in 2.5 hours? I think I may stretch that, honestly. Just to be sure. That may be 40 minutes over, but I don't want to cut myself short an hour on this one. I mean, the only other stop would have been we quit within an hour. Which, you know, is closer at our time limit as what the other stop is. Well, at least we'll be under 1,000 miles left on the trip. Hole in the rock. Boy, I remember that now. I haven't been past here in a while. And actually, I think this might be a good place for a thumbnail. At least I remember to give myself a little bit of room of the vehicles in front of me so I didn't come back and accidentally run into someone. Kind of rooting for that car to get around that truck. So I can do the same. But of course now the truck is like, yeah, we'll go that fast. Am I turning up here? No, I'm not. I will speed a little bit just to get past that truck. So welcome to Moab. I'm going to sneak into this lane here. That way I can at least have the opportunity to get around not one but maybe two trucks. So this is the thing. You're always allowed 10% over the speed limit. So even doing 33 to 30, that is very questionable. I could be doing... If I'm doing 0.1 mile an hour over the speed limit right there over 33, I'd be getting a ticket. Whoop, stay in your lane, dude. Let me pull up beside. At least let them know that, you know, I'm here. And this is the point where I'll get the car in front of me going extremely slow. Well, it seemed like when the truck in the other lane got to the bridge, it did a little zigzaggy kind of a thing. Well, at least with no big rigs and buses in front of us, at least we can see better. Oh no, I spoke too soon. I did not look that far ahead. And of course it goes right down to a single lane, and it looks like we are just going to be, you know, how slow are we going to go here? Are we coming up to an interstate? Oh, that'd be nice. I don't mind taking the single roads, but you can't go wrong with the interstate because, you know, well, we've been stuck on Interstate 2 before. Was it last episode that we got stuck behind that tanker for a bit? So this is where originally we were going to, well, originally, this was our first option right ahead of us. And we got here right at the time that we should be. Actually, maybe even a little bit later. I mean, I think I should be staying here, but we're going to go forward. Come on, let's not stall on the on-ramp here. Hopefully, with me coming up the hill, AI traffic has opened up some. Opened up a lot. Alright, so yeah, we are going to be going over our time a little bit. And now these cars are starting to really get on my nerves. No, you took your time getting on the interstate. You stay behind that truck. I want to make up some time here so I'm not getting done too late. And it's been a while since I said this, but I've seen, not in the recent videos, but I've seen comments on older videos of why did we get done at 5 when we got more hours that we can drive in game. And that is because 11 hours is the drive time you're allowed in the States. The game allows us 14 hours if you have sleep mode on. So we're trying to stick to the 11 hours, give or take, unlike today. So I mean, I should be clocking out right now. But we're rolling. For the longest time, I had sleep mode off until I started this series, and I put sleep mode back on. It took me a while to get used to it again. And I turned it off way back on ATS. Not for the first, like, month or two. It's whenever the coast-to-coast map actually came about. And, I mean, they threw that together rather quickly. The only issue that we had with the coast-to-coast map is there wasn't many gas stations and rest areas. There were few and far between on the interstates. So, yeah, trying to plan a spot to sleep was kind of difficult. Not like it is now, that's for darn sure. A lot of cities everywhere. The northern parts, when I say northern parts, I'm talking like Wisconsin, Michigan, Illinois, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Northeast. Hasn't changed hardly at all. I say that, but I mean, we don't go up there that often. I know I've been asked to go up there by a few people again. Not to a specific city or state or anything like that. They just want to see like Pennsylvania, New York, the upper parts. So, and the only downfall of that is on the interstates in between the cities up there, just not a whole bunch to look at. But then again, like I said, I haven't been up through there in a while, so it's not going to happen anytime soon, of course. But we'll zip across the northern half of the states again, just to see what's going on. So it might be another month before we get there. When I mean another month, so I mean, if you're watching this when this goes live, it's what, April 9th or 10th? Whenever this video actually goes live, so maybe the beginning of May, we'll be scooching across, maybe even longer, depending on where we're going. Oh, it just goes down to one lane anyways. I saw that I had a right-hand turn coming up, so I thought, let's get in the right-hand lane. But that's just an access ramp to here. Although, oh, it is 6 o'clock. I'm like, I think we're actually where we need to be. That was quick, but it was an hour past our 1 hour. I can see the Kenny dealership. I wish they wouldn't put for the symbols on the map a garage the same color as a fuel station. So we're going by a garage on our right, and it's green and white symbol, but a fuel station is also green and white. Didn't the symbol for a garage used to be like brown and white? Way back when? At least they got a Domino's here. We may come on down the street and get ourselves a pizza and come back and sit down in the truck and have a nice warm meal. Taco Bell, probably not a good idea for a truck driver. Just saying. Okay, like always, am I going to go in the correct way at a fuel station? Probably not. I always guess wrong. Although I don't see any arrows here to indicate which way I should be going, so. $4.65 for diesel in Utah. Kind of forgot where I was there for a second. Where is the... I'm pretty sure in that little car you can get around. Must be over there. You know, that's what happened to me at the end of last episode, I do believe, to where I was pulling out a gas station and the car in the parking lot, which I wasn't looking for that way. Well, I say it ran into me. I mean, technically I did run into them, but yeah, almost happened again. Press the following key to rest. So yeah, we're that's where we need to be. So here we are. Wonderful parking job. There's our tanker that we're hauling. But I did want to look at our trucks. Truck manager. So the Volvo has 94,000 miles on it. That's our first truck, and they got the trailer. It is out of Alamosa, and the other trailer is in Denver. So is Alamosa also the one that doesn't have a full garage? Garage manager, Alamosa. So yeah, that's why I was getting kind of confused. I'm like, wait a minute, how come I only can remember Alamosa? Because Alamosa is the same for the trailer and the 2 empty spots. And of course, there's our garage right there. When I say our garage, the one that I'm from, Salt Lake City. The rest are all large, so not too bad. So we did end up the day with 103,000. I think one driver completed delivery after our loan payment today, but that's fine. Like I said, at some point, they all could finish a delivery, and we could get like 25, 30,000 in a day. Who knows? Hopefully that's next time, because I got a funny feeling the patch might be out sometime. I haven't been told anything. I'm just saying. I just have a feeling it's going to be coming out rather soon, with the amount of data they're giving us, and everything seems to be going well on the tests, open beta servers, from what I can tell. servers? No, this open beta is going well. But anywho, that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching. As always, I'll catch you again right here in American Truck Simulator with realistic economy. But until then, have a good one.